Do you ever feel like you're pouring money into ads and getting nothing back? I was there too until I cracked a funnel that prints over $34,000 a day. I've hit over $150 million in sales, and now I'm teaching you the exact same playbook. Let's get into it. So you only really need two main things to make your ads and funnel work at scale. So the first one is gonna be fairly obvious, but pay attention, there's a reason for the madness, is attention, okay? So you have to get someone to stop doing what they're currently doing and pay attention to what you're doing. And then number two, which is probably even more important, is get them to believe. That's actually the most important. And what I've noticed, especially in my industries, I've been in this industry for 7 years, you call it coaching, consulting, information marketing, whatever you want to call it. The attention or the belief is a lot lower than usual. And that's because, in my opinion, there's a lot of people out there, there's low barrier of entry. So that means there's a lot of people who aren't very good, which means a lot of people have worked with someone who isn't very good, which then lowers trust and belief that the thing you have actually can solve their problem, right? Because they just don't trust as much anymore. And so this has made stuff where you actually have to be a lot more, I would say, sophisticated at running your ads. And this is essentially what I've come up with. So typically when you run an ad, right, we'll just say it's an ad on Facebook or Instagram, looks like this. What I've started to do to build more trust and belief is I'll take these ads here and I'll segment them into people who've watched the videos for at least 30 seconds. So let's say I'm talking about getting more lead acquisition or getting more sales or building more marketing channels, whatever you want that has to do with building an actual business. I'm looking for people who've watched at least 30 seconds of that video. Now, in a perfect world, when you segment these audiences, you want to segment them by what the ad is about. So in my case, right, I'll give you guys a couple different examples. I can segment them by ads, right? Because I help people run ads at scales. I've spent over $30 million in ads. Sales, I've done over $115 million in sales. Done door-to-door sales as well, and pretty good. Hiring, right? I've trained a team of 100, right? Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Next is then training, right? So how to do fulfillment, right? Because I've obviously had a lot of clients, about 50,000 or so. So the benefit of this is, yes, it takes a little bit more time. You still are trying to convert on the first ad up here, okay? But if this doesn't convert, then you want to start retargeting all these individuals who watch at least 30 seconds because that shows high intent, right? And that's going to make your ad dollar go further, and then retarget with ads specifically about the video that they watch. So yes, it takes a little time and effort, but you have a media buyer on your team, or you should have someone on your team who is full-time doing this, okay? What that then does is removes all the risk from the retargeting ad. So the goal then is, from the retargeting ad, you want to remove all the risk and you want to remove all the friction. So the way you remove all the risk and all the friction is, it depends on what you're selling. This will usually work better if you're selling, software or products where you say, get your money back, or, 30 days, you get your result and you don't pay. Like, I think that stuff's kind of stupid when you're selling information or marketing or consulting. It needs to be kind of a performance-based guarantee where, hey, if you don't make this by this time and you do all these things, then you can get it back. It's not a strong guarantee, but you can't force people to do stuff. It's like me telling you how to work out. Obviously, I work out and I know how to get in great shape. I've done it for my whole life, but it doesn't mean you're gonna do it, right?